This is Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show with Shawn Michaels and Sue Moss.
Ocean County's best variety. 92.7 WOBM.
92.7 WOBM with One Republic on this Tuesday morning. It is October 10th, 6:40, right now 68 degrees. And this week, the bear hunt started here in New Jersey. And, a lot of folks sounding off about this, so I thought I would put feelers out to see what listeners, of ours had to say about whether they are pro or, anti or don't have any opinion. But also, it seems, Sue, that this bear hunt is becoming part of the gubernatorial election, and it wouldn't surprise anyone to see it come up during tonight's first debate between the two candidates. Phil Murphy and Kim Guadagno are going to be debating tonight. And by the way, if you're saying, well, wow, I didn't even know there was a debate. Right. It is tonight at 7, and it will be on channel 6 and 7, or ABC, whatever that is, on your digital, cable.
Sure.
But it's ABC TV New York and Philadelphia, ABC affiliates in New York and Philly, channel 6 and 7. They're going to be airing it, and it begins at 7 o'clock tonight. Now, Kim Guadagno is in favor of the bear hunt, which Governor Christie began several years ago as a method of controlling population. Mm-hmm. Phil Murphy wants to look for alternative, non-lethal avenues to deal with the bears.
To deal with the bears,
To deal with the bears. So, it's a big problem.
Are they doing anything with deer?
No. That's a whole nother story.
That's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story.
I mean, where we are here, do we see a lot of bears in Ocean County?
We do not see a lot of bears in Ocean County. But the fact is that in some portions of the state, they're overrun in some places with bear. And, it's a tough thing because, you don't want to see any animals, shot and so forth.
Right.
But at the same time, then someone, does a post where they say, well, I'd rather see them reduce the population of bear than have somebody innocently attacked and killed by a bear because there's too many of them and they don't have any place to go. So it's a very fine line between what do you do, And folks on both sides of the fence sounding off on our website and on our Facebook pages as well. So that
will be a question tonight, definitely?
I think it's something.
Imagine?
It seems to be that in the course of some of the questions, it's very timely, too, because the hunt just started yesterday. Okay. I believe it started. And it'll go until Saturday. And then in December, they'll have another hunt. There's different things. Not being a hunter, I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. But there's different seasons where you can use different things and so forth.
Okay.
But folks on both sides, like I say.
And what channel is this?
Tonight, the debate is actually going to be on at 7 o'clock on the ABC affiliates in New York and Philadelphia.
Okay.
So the old Channel 6 and Channel 7. Whatever that is. What is it, 807?
807.
807. And
I think it's 907 or 906 here, or Philly on Xfinity.
Or is it
9?
Like
I know I have to.
254 or 253, I think. Is that the
I know
ABC
when I watch
affiliate?
the Phillies, the Eagles, it's always 905.
Yeah, usually it's 9. Maybe it's in the 9s and they break it down into the 2. But lots of folks writing in. Joyce
We're doing some algebra this morning.
Says she's not happy about the bear hunt that's going on. Other people saying, that it's something that is necessary. Brian wrote in, hunting is key to conservation. Just different, both sides of the fence here. And you can check out the story on our Facebook page and at WOBM.com, all about the bear hunt. And like I say, tonight we'll see what the candidates have to say. It looks like Murphy saying no to bear hunt. Guadagno saying we've got to do something to control the population. So, and Sue would like them to address the deer population.
Yes, please.
Somehow. I mean, what do you do? A deer hunt? They do that.
Well, they do.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do.
68 right now in Tom's River. We come back. We'll take a look at the forecast next on WOBM.
Wake up with Shawn and Sue.
Ocean County's best variety.
92.7 WOBM.
92.7 WOBM with Beyonce on a Monday morning. It is October 9th, 6:42 right now, 72 degrees in Tom's River. And over the weekend, I put a blog up all about whether or not stores should remain open on Thanksgiving Day, because we hear more and more about this. And, the whole idea that, Black Friday really isn't quite as, a big a deal as it used to be because of the fact that, it starts on Thursday. The stores are open. So by Friday, everybody's already shopped out, or they don't need to go out or whatever. So we put it up. According to our survey, 90% of our listeners said that the stores should stay closed for Thanksgiving Day.
Sure.
I
think a lot of people feel that
only
way.
Only 10% said they should stay open.
I'm sure some families go out together after dinner. I think that could be. But wait until Black Friday, the next day, to go do that.
Yeah, I like Black Friday. It used to be fun. I don't go out on Thanksgiving Day. That's a day to stay home, and just,
it's
hang out.
It's a family time, but...
hey, maybe some will say, family gets on your nerves, so you need to get out and shop.
You need to get out, let the guys do the dishes, and the women go shopping. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to look at this, but according to our survey, though, it's pretty one-sided to the fact that, folks, would rather just stay home on Thanksgiving Day.
I'm usually traveling, so there would be no way I could go shopping on that day until the next day when we're live in the mall, usually. But never, because I'm always traveling a lot. I think a lot of listeners do, too.
Yeah. Nancy wrote in, she said, stay home with family, nothing more important than being home with family. Joyce wrote in, she said, we stay home with family, and cook and all that. I guess they do their shopping the following day. I enjoy, you and I will be back out a Black Friday at the Ocean County Mall.
Sure.
So stay home, whatever, do whatever you got to do on Thanksgiving Day, and then join Sue and I for, shopping.
Is this the year where they're really coming out and saying these stores are closed? Because they've had so many years where so many people complained. Is that why, these stores are just saying, we're not opening now? Is that the reason? I mean, are there more stores this year than ever that are closing on Thanksgiving, which is good for the employees, too?
Yeah, maybe it'll reinvent Black Friday as well, because, then you can go back out on Friday. I like
Sales
Friday.
Sales have been really down on Black Friday.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to.
Cyber Monday, though, they really do well.
But some of the places were starting Wednesday, like Thanksgiving Eve, and then you could stay out and...
How about the weekend before Thanksgiving?
You don't even have to have turkey. You could just, maybe bring a turkey sandwich with you on the way to the store.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, check out the story.
From Wawa.
Yeah, we're asking you, give thanks? ? You can sound off and let us know at WOBM.com. And if you want to call in, you can do that too. 237-WOBM is the number to call, as we are open this morning for business. But we'll be off on Thanksgiving. Well, Sue and I will be.
Club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go.
92.7 WOBM with Berlin on your Tuesday morning. Shawn and Sue with you. It's 70 degrees, October 10th. Waking up as we head to news time, 6:28. I did a blog yesterday talking about Oktoberfest and German food because I was trying to see if we could get more input as to where the best German food is for this Oktoberfest.
Yeah, you're looking for a place.
Yeah, we're looking for any places.
Yes.
And what I did was I went on Yelp and they gave me the top responses when it came to German food here at the shore. Asbury, the Festhall Beer Garden in Asbury Park was tops of the list when it came to places around. Also in Burlington County in Wrightstown, Sebastian's Schnitzel House, Sue. Avon Schneider's Restaurant in Avon by the Sea. The Forked River German Butcher Shop for takeout German food. In Forked River made the list. The Jackson Diner also. So what are some places that you like when it comes to good German food here, at the shore or in New Jersey for that matter? And I mentioned the Mystic Island Casino down by us. They have a German menu during Oktoberfest. Aqua Blue here on 37 in Toms River, Sue. They're doing a German menu as well. So share some of your places that you like to go to. I love Wiener Schnitzel, one of my favorites.
Definitely.
Spätzle, I love Spätzle. I love it. Delicious.
Help
red cabbage.
Shawn and April find somewhere to go.
Now, we used to go over to the Dutchman's on Long Beach Island.
said they're working on that.
But the Dutchman's is closed for renovations. They won't be opened till 2018. They're redoing the whole place. And that was one of the places that we would go to.
Going there, yes.
But yeah, love going out for Oktoberfest German. Red cabbage. You like red cabbage?
Not really.
I love Wiener Schnitzel. And,
tasted it.
And
but no.
applesauce and just good stuff, Sue.
Good stuff.
But anyway, check out the story. I want to know where you go. It's on Facebook as well.
I saw some great ones that listeners posted, so hopefully that will help you.
If you want to give us a call, 732-237-WOBM's the number to call. That's 237-9626. Where's the best German restaurant around? And, like I said, here at the shore or anywhere around the state, if you want to give us an idea, I don't mind traveling. I'll get in the car if it's a good meal, Sue, But, we're talking about Oktoberfest. Great place to go out for delicious German food and beers. Give us a buzz, 237-WOBM. We come back. We'll check on news, traffic, and weather next on WOBM.
1,388 people.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn and Sue with you on this Wednesday morning. It is October 4th, and yesterday, Sue, we were putting up the Halloween decorations, getting everything ready.
Oh, you finally did it.
So it's looking good and all decorated. My wife decided she wanted to get the decorations up. It's October now.
Yeah.
So it is Halloween-y
enjoy
in the
it.
house.
You get a month.
Yeah. Now, she decorates, fall on the outside, and inside she does what she calls cute Halloween.
Sure,
like, not
with the
scary.
pumpkins, scarecrows.
But all the little,
Ghosts.
Ghosts and
The little
Frankenstein,
cuties.
they're like the cute little doll ones. Like, it's not scary. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Now, do you decorate scary or do you decorate cute for Halloween?
I don't.
You don't decorate at all for Halloween?
No, we have some fall stuff out.
Right.
Couple times, like my friends yesterday, they must have gone Halloween shopping, and they put a black flamingo skeleton out front of my house to scare me. I love flamingos. I will decorate everything with flamingos. And they put in this, on this black skeleton. It was the funniest thing right in front of my door, and it scared me.
I see someone else with that.
Yeah. So I'll get little things like that in my yard.
I think it was Bud McCormick.
Friends and neighbors.
He loves the flamingos.
Yeah, but this one was scary. It was
and he had the black flamingos. Yes, I saw those for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw those on Facebook.
So one ended up in my yard yesterday. So that's always a fun thing.
So it's just sort of out there, just alone.
Just
kind of looks like a vulture, I thought.
It does.
More so than a flamingo.
What is that thing?
That is an ugly bird.
Friends scaring me, but it was fun. Thanks for thinking of me. That's what I said to my friends.
I got to get those red balloons to put out by your house.
Stop that.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Klaus, stop that.
I met you in the dark.
With you, it is a Monday morning, October 9th. Right now, 740, 72 degrees. And I wonder if there's a lot of guys like myself whose wife or significant other, their girlfriend, whatever the case may be, decides that they're going to do a small little reno, in the house, small little, project in the house.
I try to repaint my walls once a year in the living room.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it begins to grow, much like a plant, like a flower blooming. It begins to spread like ivy into every other room. Like we did a small little redo in our front living room. More like a DIY, nothing expensive or anything, but sort of like a do-it-yourself at home type thing. Up, dating, some, furniture and accessories or whatever, paint and stuff. But then it goes to another room. It went to the family room. Then it went from the family room into the kitchen. Then it went from the kitchen into the dining room. Then this ivy went down the hall and into one of the bathrooms. So yesterday I was painting the bathroom, which I'll be honest with you, all these projects are coming out very well, and they're all very, hands-on, we're doing it ourselves, type of thing. Down to Home Depot we go and get the stuff. So don't think it's like I'm bringing in some interior decorator and with that kind of thing. We're just doing it ourselves.
I want to know where you're getting that money from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can share it with me?
So, it's, on the fly here on the budget.
But, all right. Yeah, well, you get a can of paint.
We're doing it ourselves. And a lot of people like to do these things, and I don't mind doing it.
I know my husband loves it.
Yeah, really.
Just like you.
Yeah. And
Well, you know it's with
It
women.
just doesn't stop.
No,
And I'm wondering
women,
where it's going to go next. Am I going to be on the roof next? You know?
You could, or maybe the outside of your house, like maybe the new shutter color. All I'm saying is, I think that when it's never enough. We always want more. And you being married as long as you have.
But it snowballs into,
exactly. Because we
things.
always want, a little bit more.
Yeah. And my answer to everything, I told her, look, you're in charge of decorating, so don't,
And we change our minds
And
a
she
lot.
says, what do you think? I don't have an opinion. Then she's like, what do you mean you don't have an opinion?
Why don't you have an opinion?
Because it's not
But you live there.
I don't care. She's in charge of decorating.
I don't care, but you have to
Her
have
job.
an opinion.
I don't have an opinion.
See, why?
I don't have an opinion. I told her, you tell me where you want it and what color it needs to be. That's my job. Other than that, that's it. So, but anyway, no, actually, little projects are coming out good. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, where does it end? Because it just keeps going from one room to the next.
There'll be other things,
Thank
because
goodness,
that's the way we are.
Thank goodness I don't have a big house, because otherwise I'd be in the nut house.
Keep painting.
Here's Shawn Mendes on WOBM.
Great.
I've been hurt before.
92.7 WOBM with Michael Bublé, 6:09 on this brand new Wednesday morning. So last night we had the New Jersey gubernatorial debate.
Oh, yes.
Nice to see our friend Tony Yates from Channel 7 ABC News in New York. She's always out with us for the breast cancer walk. I'm assuming she's going to be out with us this weekend.
I'm hoping.
And she was one of the moderators, along with Jim Gardner. See, they had somebody from Philly, ABC, Jim Gardner, who's been there for years.
Oh, my
on
word,
Action
he's
News.
been there for years. When I grew up, I used to watch him.
Yeah, well, we were kids. Jim Gardner was on Action News. Anyway, so Tony Yates, Jim Gardner were the mediators at yesterday's debate. And, I thought typical debate, it was kind of, I probably could have used a few more candidates in there to add, I think, a little something.
Sure.
Very polarizing when you just have the two. You don't get anywhere in between. You get one side, you get the other side.
You and I were talking, though, about his face, Murphy's face.
He does make this strange little smile at the end after he makes a statement, but...
oh, my word.
Kim Guadagno's biggest problem is separating herself from, Governor Christie.
Murphy brought that up a lot.
Yes, he did.
And all his answers, pretty much, yeah.
She brought up property taxes, which, he doesn't want to hear about. She's saying that he's going to... So it goes back and forth. But anyway, I thought maybe some of the independent candidates who might have been there could have added a little...
Should have been there.
Should have been. There
Don't
should
you
be
think?
an open forum.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
probably could have added a little zest to what was going on, or some different opinions, let's put it that way.
Absolutely. I would have loved to have seen some of them.
According to our online survey that we did yesterday, we put it up, Kim Guadagno got 60% of the vote. Phil Murphy got 29%.
I think it was his face that he was making.
And then Libertarian Peter Rohrman
Oh, my word.
got 4%.
Oh,
So
okay.
those were your top three in our governor's debate, poll yesterday that we were talking about. So those were the three that finished in the tops. Other than that, it was only an hour, so it was pretty quick. It went pretty quick. I thought that a lot of the issues necessarily didn't get quite the full answer you would have liked. In fact, there were times where they wanted to add a little more, but they were rushing to get to a bunch of topics. And
Sure.
I thought maybe if they'd have stayed on like just a couple of topics longer, I would have gotten more from it than trying to do a bunch of topics with less time.
They tried to throw a lot of topics in there.
And to me, I felt like I didn't really get an answer that I wanted to pretty much everything.
So one day I wake up and there were no signs. Now there's signs everywhere on the corner of properties. And I'm sure you're seeing them. November 7th is the day we vote for a new governor.
Yeah.
So, crazy. Here we go.
Would you pick a winner from last night? Or would you say it was a draw?
I would say it was more of a draw. I mean, that's what I was thinking while watching some of it.
What'd you
I didn't
think
watch
of
the
the
whole thing.
gubernatorial debate? Did you even bother to watch? These are some of the things we're asking today. I don't even know if there was a huge audience for it. Give us a call if you'd like to sound off. 732.
I know they moved Jeopardy for this.
Yes. 237
Darn them.
WOBM is the number to call. That 732-237-9626. See, that's part of the problem, Sue.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Shawn and Sue with you on a brand new Friday morning. 641 right now, 65 degrees. Getting social with Shawn and Sue today. We're talking about the old video store used to be a normal routine every weekend to go over to the video store and go through and pick out what the new releases were, maybe pick out an old movie.
Well, we're a couple of we had West Coast Video. We had Sun Coast Video.
There was Blockbuster.
Blockbuster was a big one.
Those
Do you
were
remember any others?
Those were some of the big, chains that were out there. But a lot of local ones around your neighborhood, too, as well. And folks used to go over and you'd go through the videos and take a walk around and decide what you want to watch. And, there was also video games. They had snacks there. You could pick up some, candy or popcorn. It was just a thing that you did, like on a Friday night, you might go over there or Saturday night and pick up a movie for the weekend. But now they're all gone, basically. And now you've got Redbox, which you can go to, and they have a small library that you can pick through. It
is a little smaller than,
it's a lot smaller than the old video stores used to be.
Yeah, now how much is Redbox when you go up to it?
It's just a couple dollars. That's it.
Okay.
I mean, it's fairly inexpensive. But, we were asking the question, do you miss the local video store, or do you like the new technology today where folks, a lot of folks now, it's on demand, it's a download.
It's easy. You don't have to go out.
Manny wrote into us. Manny said Netflix is terrific and very economical. So, he just downloads from Netflix.
Netflix is going up.
Yeah,
starting next month, I believe. Or
it was like a $2
December.
Increase?
It is a $1. It's $9.99 now. It's going to $10.99. So instead of $10, $11.
Well, 60% of the audience on our poll says they miss the old video store. 40% said no, they
I miss it. I missed it a lot, and especially when you walked into Blockbuster, you smelled that smell. I don't know what it is, but Blockbuster.
What was the smell?
I guess it was videotapes, but it was different than other video stores. I don't know. The Blockbuster to me always had a great smell. I don't know if they put like the smell of popcorn through their vents. I don't know. I don't know if they did something special, but I definitely miss Blockbuster.
Yeah,
a lot.
So let us know. Check out the story at WOBM.com. 92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn Sue with you, with Natasha Bedingfield on a Wednesday morning, October 11th. Good to have you with us. 7:42, waking up 63 degrees, so about 10 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday and Monday. So a little bit cooler, not a ton cooler.
Not a ton cooler, yeah.
But a little bit, though, for the kids heading off to school today. So about our website, something for Halloween I did that was fun.
Okay.
I did my Shutter blog for the month, the Halloween edition. And what I did was I went through like photos and found 13 spooky houses that I took photos of here in New Jersey.
Did you actually go in them or just photos of them?
Oh, from outside. I would. You wouldn't want to go in. Oh, you wouldn't want to go in.
Really? Are they mostly abandoned? These houses?
Yeah, I would think that, except for the the ghouls that live inside there. I guess they're not abandoned.
Oh, my word.
But if you go through the list, you'll see, and you can check out the 13 that I highlighted, and including my pick for what I thought was my scariest photo. There's this one house that I took a photo of. I believe this was Burlington County, and it was just a house that was set back. It was snow on the ground, and there was just a cold sky, and the house looked dark, and it just looked like if you go in there, you're not coming out. You know what I'm saying? Also, you could check out the photo where I think I spotted a ghost in the window, and you can see the superimposed photo, including the ghoul in the window.
That's what we always were talking about, yes.
Yeah, who sort of looked like Yoda. Not that Yoda was very scary.
Some people saw a dog. I remember, you know, there were certain
it just looked to me like an old man, maybe an old sailor.
That's what I was thinking.
Who was in the window, who had come back to find his ship that had sunk off the coast.
Yes,
and was looking for blood and that kind of thing. But anyway, check out the 13 Spooky Homes of New Jersey. It's up on my Shutter blog. It's all at WOBM.com. We also have it up on Facebook. And if you know a house that's spooky, throw it up there on our Facebook or, up on the blog and let me know where it's at. I'd love to go get photos of it. If you know where there's a house that just in your neighborhood that looks spooky, let us know. You can check it out.
You don't come to mind. Jeez.
If somebody says, hey, that mole house... Definitely got to be some goblins running around there.
With Shawn and Sue.
Ocean County's best variety.
92.7 WOBM.
Sure. All right, let me tell you a little story that happened this morning. I was yelling, a little bit cursing at Shawn today, okay? Like we usually do, we play around. And I was yelling at him through the elevator because that's what we usually do. And the giant boss walks in. The general manager, as I am vulgary, yelling, is that a word?
Vulgary.
At Shawn. And Shawn always, this is him, he plays so innocent. Oh, was she yelling something at me? You know, while I'm getting in trouble or the stare
But what
down,
I'm asking you,
he's
Nancy,
innocent.
how is it I'm not innocent? I was brewing coffee on a different floor, and she's screaming obscenities at me.
You know what? I only do it because he's the one starting it, and then he's always free and clear. I walk right into the trap.
No, but I'm standing there brewing coffee.
Oh, yes, he's so innocent.
Innocently.
I forced her, Nancy, I guess, to scream vulgarities.
Gets me so angry. So I was like cursing.
I forced her to
the big
scream
boss.
vulgarities throughout the whole building. So I guess I'm guilty.
Jeez.
You're just going to have to learn to text him. That's all.
Oh,
too, you know?
my word. How embarrassing.
It was
though.
pretty embarrassing, though, because I'm brewing the coffee, and the general manager's
you're
walking
hearing
into the building, and all I hear is...
And he's walking right by
And
it.
I'm like, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
He's
great.
probably like, who is that?
Well, I think
wacko?
I think he knew who it
You
was.
think he knew?
I think he knew who it was.
I hope he didn't, because now I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, I wouldn't go with that.
I'm pretty sure he knew who it was. And now that you've talking about it on the air, he definitely knows who it is at this
Well,
point.
I am so sorry. That was not.
Well, I accept your
respectful
apology.
towards-
I
I'm
accept.
not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to him.
Well, don't you think you should apologize to me?
For what?
Nancy, do you want to explain it to her?
What?
Apparently, this is a thing between the two of you, so I'll just
It
let
is.
you
No,
work
it's
it
a
out.
thing that Sue does.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been,
Oh, yes,
verbally
so-
abused for years now.
Oh, my word. Let's
All right,
not
we've
throw
done
that
enough.
out
All right,
there.
let's just stop. All right, we
Oh,
got to
for
get to
goodness
Nancy
sake,
here with the
Nancy.
traffic. You're a silly girl, Sue Moll. Filthy mouth. Get that soap and wash your mouth out.
Oh, my word.
Ladies and gentlemen, teach your children.
Mr. Innocent over there. Nance, what's happening on the road?
Still didn't do anything. All
It
right.
wasn't a live mic. Okay, we've got a report brought to you by Peapod.
WOBM, good morning. Shawn and Sue with you. We're playing our Monster Movie Mania with the Morning Coffee Contest. Who do we have with us?
Lorene.
Hi, Lorene. What town are you
Hi,
from?
how are you? I am from Brick.
All right, Lorene. So what movie was that from?
Is it Weird Science?
It is not Weird Science. Good guess, but wrong. Sorry. WOBM, good morning. We're playing the Morning Coffee Contest. Who do we have with us?
Hi, my name's Al.
Hi,
Al.
Al.
What do you think? What
Hi,
movie?
how are you? Is it Halloween?
It is not Halloween, but thanks for calling in. WOBM, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. What's your name?
Kara.
Hi, Kara. Good morning. Well, let's see. What movie do you think that is?
Was it Teen Wolf?
You got it. It was Teen Wolf. Michael J.
Woo!
Fox.
You're going to see Pink.
Woo!
What town are you from?
Lenoka Harbor.
And your name?
Kara.
All right, Kara, hold on the line. Don't go anywhere. Congratulations. Yes, Sue, you remember that movie.
I sure do. Teen Wolf was a great, great movie.
What was it?
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
With, oh no.
You say wolf.
Yeah, say wolf. Teen Wolf.
It's a wolf. Teen Wolf.
It's not Teen Wolf.
It's Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Oh my goodness, Michael J. Fox. Yes, I knew that right away, by the way. I loved that movie, Teen Wolf.
Do you call them wolves or woofs?
Wolves.
Woofs.
Yeah.
Oh, a wolf. How do you spell that?
I speak differently, I guess. After all these years, you're still picking on me for my talk.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn and Sue with you on a Tuesday morning, October 3rd, 8:11, 51 degrees. You were talking, Sue, about how you talked to your daughter about yesterday, the news. It's not easy talking to little ones about, a situation like yesterday's, mass shooting in Vegas. It's just not an easy thing.
Now, when she was littler, we took her to Vegas. So she sort of knew, she knows that there are lots of people. And she remembered the M&M store, of course.
Yeah.
But so she was just asking me a lot of questions. I've always been honest with her, and that was the number one thing.
Yeah.
But I did point out that through all this horribleness, that there were so many people and strangers that just did good yesterday. That did good on Sunday night.
Yeah.
They did great things.
Crazy story. I mean, I was...
Oh, it's horrible. There's just no way to even explain why. And she kept saying, well, why? We don't know the answer. I mean, there are no answers to that. Yeah. Why do people do horrible things?
A friend of my daughter's was at the concert Sunday night. And my daughter did get in touch with her on Facebook, and somehow they talked, went back and forth. She was okay, and the friends that she was with were also uninjured. But she said it was just bedlam and pandemonium. In fact, she lost her phone. She just, her phone got dropped out of her hand.
So her parents were probably trying to get a hold of her. Yeah, which probably
led to even more confusion. And we were talking about earlier, there was a lot of folks who were saying that they lost possessions on the concourse there, wherever the concert was,
right.
And that I guess the police had set up sort of a lost and found kind of thing where people could go back.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people didn't. They just dropped whatever they had and ran.
For their lives.
And that's what my daughter's friend said that they did. They ran and
they just dropped everything along the way, or got knocked out of the way.
Got knocked out of their hands. Not quite sure exactly how it happened, but she said it was a very scary thing. So that was kind of hit home with one of her friends who was out there at the show. It just goes to...
By the way, Shawn.
Yeah.
Lots of Jersey people there.
Mm-hmm. No,
there were lots of Jersey people that I saw in the news.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just so sad.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, going to, so many concerts over my lifetime, I probably would be just stunned. I wouldn't even be thinking.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking sound effects. You got the lights going. You're not really paying attention really at a concert. You're kind of just grooving and doing your thing. And then next thing you know, so
all these horrible things happen, and we hear about it a lot. Now, this was the worst in the history of America.
In modern history,
yes, definitely. But we still do not think about that. I don't. When I go, even to Walt Disney World, great place. You know what I mean? Or when we go to a PNC Bank Arts Center.
Yeah.
I don't think of it.
No, and I don't think you can. You can't live your life like, let me get my bulletproof jacket out because I'm going outside. You can't live life like that. So, I mean, it was a horrible thing. But, hopefully for, just prayers go out to the families and just a terrible thing. I found myself
yesterday just watching it and watching it and watching it. And I just kept tearing and tearing.
Horrible thing.
Oh, horrible.
Anyway, we'll be back. We'll take a look at the weather and traffic. It's coming up next on WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show.
92.7 WOBM.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn and Sue with you.
Yankees!
Last night, Yankees win 5-2 in Cleveland, Sue.
Amazing.
Advance to the American League Championship Series, take on the Houston Astros. And on our website this morning, if you're wondering, when are they playing? What's the schedule? We've got the complete ALCS schedule so you can plan your Yankee TV viewing appropriately.
Excellent.
Tomorrow night is game 1, by the way, in Houston. So you can go to our website, check it out. It's also up on Facebook. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, game 1. It'll be on Fox Sports 1. And that's in Houston. And good luck to the Yankees. It's very exciting. One step away from the World Series, Sue.
Yeah, they really came back, too. They were 2 down. Here we go. We came back, and we deserve this.
Unfortunately for Cleveland Indian fans, it will now be 70 years.
Oh, boy.
Since they've won a World Series. They've become the new Cubs, I guess.
Just waiting and waiting.
Waiting and waiting. Speaking of the Cubs Nationals today. Final game 5. Winner goes on to take on the Dodgers.
Wow.
How about a Dodger-Yankee World Series?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be something?
That
L.A. versus
awesome.
New York.
Yes.
That would be a big one. Hey, we'll be back. We'll check on a rainy forecast coming up next on WOBM.
Shawn and Sue, 92.7 WOBM.
Thanks for listening to Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM. For more details, go to WOBM.com.